Hey YouTube, it's Death09, and this is my second Tormented Demon guide. This one is better in my opinion, and I personally like this way more. So let's get started on the Tormented Demon guide. So the main reason why people go to Tormented Demons is for Dragon Claws. Other than that, here are the pros, here are the cons. There are high requirements, and here they are. One of the requirements is completion of all Gothic Sleeps, know how to get to TDs, high melee summoning range levels. For this guide you will not need overloads, by the way. Basic knowledge of the area, dark light, and a sapphire lantern. Tormented Demons attack with all three combat styles. They also have a shield which will be taken down by dark light, and they also have a random attack when they transition between a combat phase. This random attack will not always happen, but during the time that they switch it, there is a good possibility. They will also pray against your attacks, and after a certain amount of EXP, they will switch their prayer to whatever you're using. These are the types of attacks that they have, and you'll get used to all of this pretty quick. This is what their transition attack looks like. It's a little bit darker than their mage attack. Watch out for it. Protect from mage will stop it. This is their shield. To get rid of it, change their prayer to anything but melee by attacking them with a different type of style, and then attack them with dark light until you hit, and it will get rid of it. Their magic hits quite often, and they'll look like they're headbanging, and a ball will come out from their face. Their melee hits the least, and they just hit you with their claws. Slash. And finally, their range hit is last, and you can actually see this coming before it happens, and you have a good chance of being able to switch. So while they transition, you can easily switch from mage to range prey and not get hit. It'll look like they grab something from the top of their shoulder and throw it at you. So now that that's covered, this is your armor and your inventory and pretty much your setup. The Reverence aura is very helpful here. You can replace Black D'hide with Krills if you want. It's not necessary. It probably won't do almost anything. You can replace the Dragonfire Shield with a Dragon Defender. You can place the cape with anything that you have. The helmet with a Varrock's helmet. I don't really recommend that, but it's up to you. And then for your inventory, you're going to want to have 2 super attacks, 2 super strengths, 2 range potions, 1 summoning familiar that you're going to have. That'll be combat scrolls for combat, 9 Sorrow Brews, 3 super restores, range weapon, spec weapon, dark light, sapphire lantern, and 4 prayer pots. Okay, so now we can get started. Activate your aura, summon your familiar, and put protect from mage on. Run over northeast. This TD was already lured, and so was that one. Usually they'll lure like that anyways, so it was pretty easy for me to get a spot here. So pretty much pot up, and then start killing your Tormented Demon. If they're not like this, I'll show you what to do. Just give me a second. I'm gonna explain how to kill it. You see that I just hit with dark light. That is very special because I took down the shield. He's using range attack right now, so I'm praying range, and I'm using range because he's praying melee. He just switches right there, so I put protect from mage on because it's probably going to hit me more, and I was right, and it saved me some health points. So I switched to D-claws right now because I just see that the prayer switched. I accidentally clicked the ground, which is a fail. When you have a combat familiar, one of the things that I want to point out is that sometimes it can't see you, and as long as you're outside of this area with the wall, anywhere where you can see my familiar hitting it, you're pretty much good. So this is pretty much what you do the whole time. You sit here, you watch the switches, and you do the same. F keys are very helpful in this situation. This is the mage attack, and it switches to range prey, so I switch to a melee weapon and I start meleeing it. See that it switched again and the shield came back up. It's praying, or it hit with melee. I actually switched to mage prey first, I think, because I figured mage would do more damage, and melee doesn't hit that often. Some people actually SS tank it. I don't prefer that because I don't have I don't have overloads. And if you guys couldn't tell, this is one of the first times that I'd been back after they switched to the one-click option, and I repeatedly hit the ground, which was very annoying. Yeah, so I pretty much could not show you a good lure on the first kill, so I'm going to come back, and I think the person that was luring his TD right next to me was actually extremely noob, so I couldn't get a good video for quite a while, but I got some pretty good anti-ones. So here we go. Okay, you guys, so this is what I mean. My person, or the guy that was killing the TDs right next to me, he lured my TD like 3 frickin' times. It was really annoying. It's really not hard to move out of the way. So what you have to do in this situation, if your TD runs from the spot where it spawns over here to the inside of that middle rock, you have to go on the outside of the pillar over there and then lure this one closer to you. Now you can see that I have 2 TDs in this one spot that can both hit me if I run out, which sucks. So there's one other thing that I want to point out. The spot that I'm at right now is the spot that you're going to want to run at from outside of the left pillar on the closest part to lure it originally. I'm not sure if I have a video of that or not. Okay, you guys, I got some cracking. I had the other guy lured this TD over here to the east spot where he had 2 TDs on him, and then he logged out. So what you do in this situation is you run to this spot over here, you pray whatever they're hitting, then you run over here behind this rock so this one comes as close as possible to you. Then what you do is start fighting this one as normal because it shouldn't be able to hit you. The TD on the very east side, which is the Tormented demon that I normally lure, won't be hitting you because it'll be trapped behind the rock, which is what normally happens if you don't have a shitty partner. Other than that, you kill this Tormented demon like normal. Be aware of the switches, be aware of what you're switching. Remember that F keys are very important. Remember what your Titan attacks with. My Titan attacks with melee, and his special is also with melee. He also has a mage attack, and you can also SS switch on this one. It's pretty cool. I usually only SS switch when it's when he's using melee, because he doesn't hit as much, or at least not as much as mage. Anyways, so this is pretty much how you fix a lure if someone sucks and you have multiple TDs in this middle part. If someone actually lures 6 or 7 TDs onto this one spot over here, which they do, some people are assholes. The best thing to do is hop. That's a good one. Or if you don't want to, you can always run outside really quickly, make sure that you don't die, and then have everyone on you, and then safely log out, and then they will all go back to their original spots. If you noticed, I just accidentally ran too close to the Tormented demon and made him move backwards. So in that case, I just ran behind the rock again and I fixed it. If your Titan hits it too much, it'll actually switch to melee, which isn't very helpful, but you get over it because the way that my Titan hits, at least, it makes the kills 20 times faster. The Stardom and Bruise should only be used in emergencies. After a while, you should be able to learn how to get this, and you could be getting like 30 to 40 kills without overloads within like 45 minutes. That's why I've switched from the Unicorn and Yak method to this method. But sometimes if I want a longer trip, I'll switch my Beast of Verdun and Healing Familiar instead of this. Okay, so once you've killed the first Tormented demon, lure the second one, because it'll come right on you, and that's something that you don't exactly want to happen very quickly. So pretty much I have fixed this lure, and now all you have to do is wait. you can start killing this one. This is how you'll normally kill it. You stand outside, and then once it spawns, you run back in. And Tormented demons are very easy, and you guys should be able to get it pretty quickly. So I think pretty much all I've shown you is how to do this inside spot. So forget about the outside east spot. Shit, if that happens, just kill this one, and then it'll be fixed. And I promise, because obviously I didn't know that that kid fucked it up that bad. Alright, see. And then this is the profit. If you've been wondering how rare claws are, they aren't that rare. These are all of my loot for about 100 kills. I got one pair of dragon claws and about 750k in other loot, I think. So yeah, very, very worth it. Good luck, you guys.